Namaste Gurukulians, this is Pankil, TGT English, and today I am here to discuss with you about informal letter. Before discussing about what informal letter is and about the description of the same, I would like to discuss what is a letter first. Now, what is a letter? So a letter is a kind of written communication which is addressed to a person or an organization. So what I have written here is that a letter is a kind of written communication which is addressed to any person or an organization. So what do you mean by communication here? Communication is a kind of process of transferring information from one person to another person. So it is a kind of written communication, and whom we address to in a letter, we address a letter to a person or we may address a letter to any organization. Okay. Now coming over to the various types of letter. What are the various types of letter? A letter is basically of two kinds. One is that is written over here, that is informal letter, and the second one is formal letter. Okay. Now here comes the various types of letter. Types of letter. Letter is divided into two main types. First one is formal letter. Formal letter. And another one is informal letter. Now, what do you mean by a formal letter? A formal letter, as the name suggests, it is a kind of letter where we use a formal language, and it is generally addressed to various officials of any organization, and generally it is used for official purposes only. And in contrary, informal letters, as the name suggests, it is used not for formal purposes. It is, and the kind of language which is used in informal letter is also not formal one. And we address these kinds of letters to our near and dear ones, such as our family, our friends, and close relatives. Okay. Now coming to now we will be writing the exact definition of both these written for official purposes. So these kinds of letters use formal language, and these are written for official purposes. For example, if you are going to write a letter to your principal of your school, then it would be categorized under formal letter. The next example may be a letter to an editor of any newspaper, and what else? A letter to the head of any organization. All these kinds of letters come under formal letters. For example, a letter to the principal. Next, a letter to the editor of a newspaper. And third example may be a letter to the head of any organization. So this is all about formal letters. Now coming over to the main topic which we are going to discuss in detail today, that is informal letters. How do you define informal letters? Informal letters. These are also called as formal letters. Sorry, these are also called as personal letters, because we write these kinds of letters to our family, friends, as well as to all our near and dear ones. Informal letters, these are also called as personal letters. And second point is informal language. Okay, and these are also called as personal letters, and these letters are written to or addressed to our family members, our friends and family members, friends and close relatives, that is all our near and dear ones are included in these kinds of letters. Now this is all about the definition and the example of various kinds of letters. Now we will be discussing about informal letters in detail. First of all, I would be telling what is the purpose of writing these kinds of letters, that is informal letters. Then we will be discussing the format of these letters. There are certain purposes to write each letter. What are these? Let's see. So, we are going to discuss purposes of writing an informal letter. So these kinds of letters, that is informal letter, these kinds of letters are used to express joy or sorrow, these kinds of feelings. So the first purpose of writing these kinds of informal letter is to express the feelings such as feelings like joy or sorrow. For example, if your father is writing, if you are writing a letter to your father, a thank you letter to your father, why? Because he has sent you a very precious alarm clock while you are studying at your boarding school. Then it would be a letter which expresses the feeling of joy here, and it will come under informal letter. On contrary, sorrow, that is, if you are writing a letter to your friend by for expressing any kind of sorrow or grief on his accident, then it would be covered in informal letter. Now, second purpose of writing an informal letter would be that these letters are used to give advice to our close ones. These are used, these letters are being written to give advice to our closed ones, and what else? To greet them or to thank them. So various kinds kinds of thank you letters to your mom, to your dad, or to your friends, your brother and sister. All these are kinds of informal letters. And if there is kind of advice letter, that is, if your father advises you that you have to study hard while being at your school, at your boarding school, then it will be considered under informal letter. What else? These kinds of informal letters are used to send personal invitation. To send personal invitations, as well as for sending replies to these personal invitations. So what it says, the third point is, these kind of letters are used to send personal invitations, and these are also used for sending replies in turn to these personal invitations. For example, any kind of birthday invitation or any kind of family function invitation to your family and to your close relatives, to your friends. So all these kinds of letters come under informal letters. This is all about the purposes of writing informal letters. Now coming over to the format of writing an informal letter. So what would be the format or a layout of a personal letter or informal letter? Format. So when you start writing this informal letter, you have to just start from here to the extreme left. You have to write here sender's address. Now, while writing the sender's address here, you have to cover this address in 2 or 3 lines in maximum. Okay. For example, if the address is house number 1011, it would come here. Sender's address, for example. House number 1011. In the next line, you would be writing either the name of the colony or the name of the sector here. For example, sector 17. In the next line, what you have to write the name of the district. Okay? For example, it is Karnataka. Okay, right from extreme left. Karnataka. This is your margin line. is this? This is the sender's address. Now this is the sender's address, house number 1011617 Karnal. Okay. What you have to do, you have to leave one line here. After writing sender's address, you have to leave one line. Then you have to write the date here. The format should be 15 May 2020, and you have to write the recent date on which you are writing that particular letter. Again, after writing the date, you have to leave one line. Then comes the salutation. That is, if you are writing a letter to your friend, then you would be writing here like dear Rahul. If Rahul is the name of your friend, or dear Sohan, dear Mohan. If the name is given itself in the question, then you would be writing that particular name. Otherwise, you may write any name here. Dear Rahul. Then you have to start the body of the letter from the extreme left. The opening line of the letter should be, I hope this letter finds you in good health. So this would be the introductory paragraph. There may be 2 to 3 paragraphs in an informal letter. In the first paragraph, what you have to include, first paragraph is the introductory paragraph. So you have to use, you have to write it like, I hope you are fine, I hope you are doing well, I hope this letter finds you in good health. And what you have to write in continuation, you have to include the information which the sender wants to convey, but in a very concise form, in a very short form. But if, for example, if you are writing a letter to invite your friend on your birthday party, what you would be writing, I hope this letter finds you in good health. And as you know that on day after tomorrow, that is on 17th of May, there is my birthday, and I want to invite you on this special day, or I am writing to invite you on my special day. Full stop. Here ends the first paragraph. Now what you have to do is, supposedly your first paragraph ends here. What you have to do is, you have to leave one line after your paragraph ends. Then again from the extreme left, here starts the second paragraph. What you have to include in the second paragraph, for example, we are discussing a birthday party letter. You have to give every detailed information that, for example, venue of the birthday party, venue, time and date of the birthday party, and what kind of activities should be there, what kind of arrangements you have made on your birthday party. For example, there will be games, there will be singing, there will be dancing, and after that, in the end, there will be a dinner. Then after ending this second paragraph, again you have to leave one line. Then comes the concluding paragraph. Concluding paragraph also starts from the extreme left. Here comes the concluding paragraph. Okay, here. What you can write in concluding lines, such as, I would be very pleased to find you on that very special day of mine, and I'm looking forward to meet you soon, and I'm desperate to enjoy your company. And 2-3 lines are more than enough in concluding paragraph. Okay. Then at the last, you do not have to write any thanking you there. Then from the extreme left, how you will be ending? Yours truly, then your name. If you are writing a letter to your friend, you would be using yours truly. Okay. And if you are writing a letter to your mom or dad, or somebody who is elder to you, you would be writing yours lovingly and your name. If the name is given in the question itself, you will be using that name. Otherwise, any name, any hypothetical name you can use here. So this is all about the format of an informal letter. I hope you have understood well about this informal letter. I would be discussing a detailed example of the same in the next part of the video. Till then, keep revising, keep studying very hard, and yes, last but not the least, take a very good care of yourself. Thank you for watching the video.